So we all just found out the minimum wage is supposed to be $66 an hour to keep up with the current cost of living. I'm a physical therapist with a doctorate in my field. I went to school for 8 years and paid back $80,000 in student loans. Since the beginning of this year, I've negotiated 2 big raises at my current job by forcing my current job to match the offer from 2 other job offers. These amounted to a total pay increase of 25%, which means I was underpaid by 25%. Thank you very much. And if you do the math, I now make $60 an hour. I make a whole lot of money compared to people who were poor, but it just hits different when you're supposedly killing it and you're still below minimum wage. I'd like to thank the boomers for giving us this reality and telling us for decades on end so many things that were never actually true. Oh, and also, you all are insufferable on the internet, complaining about our avocado toast and lattes. The avocado toast and lattes are because we just want to feel some happiness, because we realize this is all bull. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Jobs got to stop requiring your social security number until after they hire you. Like, I done applied to so many places, and my social is just out there floating, and I ain't even got to call back.
People who make 50K think that 100K will change their life, while people who make 100K think that 300K a year will change their life. In reality, none of it will, as long as you have to ask your boss what days you can take off.
Bro, you just gotta work more, bro, on my mama, bro. You just gotta work more. I'm telling you, bro, all you gotta do is just work more. That's the problem. That's the fucking problem right there. You telling me is no other solution. You telling me they can't lower the prices, just only raise them. You telling me it ain't no other solution. I gotta work my life away. Instead of just working my cool little 40 ball, having the rest of those days off when I do get off work, and having my 2 off days off, I gotta come in on a Saturday. Instead of working a 7 to goddamn 3:30, I gotta work a 7 to 6. And then, when you say fuck it, start working 70 hours a week, you know what they're gonna do? You know, you could, because it always happened to you, right? You know what they're gonna do? Raise prices even fucking higher, nigga. They don't you see? It's like, it's no winning for losing. So you finna work, and rent 2 bands. Pet fee $800. You can't even go buy a used car without spending 20 of them things, boy. 130,000 miles on that bitch. Scratches and dents on a fucking car. 20 G, boy, you paying $400 a month, boy, for a fucking doom buggy. I'm my mama. From a used car from Fortnite. What are you talking about? You talking about all you gotta do is work.
So our working payroll. This is a real life example of how big wage gaps are in America right now. This is a real example. There's an employee that make $8 an hour, which is fucking criminal. That means their 2-week paycheck, $640. Their annual salary, $16,000. Another employee, $30 an hour. 2-week paycheck, $2,400. Annual salary, $62,000. The CEO makes $1.3 million. That means every fucking 2 weeks, they make $50,000. Do the math, they make $625 an hour. So the CEO makes what this person makes in a year in 3 days. The CEO makes what this person makes in a year in 12 days. It will take this guy 2.5 years to make one of their paychecks. It will take this person 10 months to make one of their paychecks. That's America. This guy's dirt fucking poor. Paycheck to paycheck. Fuck you.
Don't overperform at your job too much. Before you know it, they'll be thinking that you can do a 3-man job while paying only 1.
I want to know how long other people have been unemployed for in this job market. I lost my last job in July, but honestly, in the grand scheme of things, I've basically been unemployed for 2 years. I have just gotten to the point where I literally have applied to 0 jobs in the last month. At some point, it just feels fucking useless, like sending out applications into the abyss. I will take interviews when recruiters come to me, but I just don't apply anymore. Maybe I'm the problem, I don't know.
You know, when it comes to jobs nowadays, practically any job, especially corporate,
you realize like a lot of these people in management and in power are really just evil. Like, they are really evil. What they do to their employees, how they don't give them certain benefits, how companies shortchange, how companies run on skeleton crews to not hire people, but then overwork people they have while underpaying them. These people are really evil. Like, these people in these corporations who sit around at these tables and just discuss nothing all day. It's really just a waste of time. It's not even real work. And you realize just how evil these people are. The things that you have to do just to get a job, 5, 6 interviews. You meet this person, meet that person, and you still might not get a call back. It's almost like you're undergoing a humiliation ritual, and they enjoy that. They enjoy seeing people. It's like they enjoy seeing people grovel for a job. They enjoy seeing people beg for work. And it's like, these people are really sick and evil, man. The people who sit at the top of these companies, these corporations, are really just evil. They don't care about you. They don't care about your family. They don't care about your livelihood. They don't care how much bad you need to pay rent or your bills. They don't care. They want you to get on your knees and beg for that job.
And that's pretty much the requirements.
Okay, can you tell me what are the requirements to qualify for this particular position?
Bachelor's, master's, PhD, CDL. You need your astronaut certifications. You also need...
How much are you paying?
Starting salary is $25,000 a year.
That's crazy.
But there is a bonus that you get if you've been on the job for 10 years.
What is the job title? What's the job?
Front desk receptionist associate and appointment setter specialist. You also need 30 references and your real estate license. And that's just for you to qualify for the interview.
We gotta have what?
Just letting you know, if you apply for a job and they ask for experience, just lie. Because even if they hire you, they still gotta train you. That's the only way to get a job in this economy.
The worst part about being unemployed isn't even the fact that you're unemployed. The worst part is actually the people around you feeling like you're a bum and that you're lazy just because you can't get a job in this job market. But they don't realize that you've been applying for hundreds of jobs every day for the last 6 months. But the only email that you get in return is, thank you for your interest, but unfortunately. Like, do you know how draining it is to be applying for this many jobs, but no matter what you do, you can't get a job? You can't find a job. And everyone around you is draining the life out of you because they're always making comments. They're always looking at you in some type of way. Like, do you think that I want to be in this position? I didn't choose this life. This life chose me, unfortunately.
Has anyone else kind of stopped applying to jobs? And not even because you don't want to work, but more so because it doesn't even feel like it leads anywhere anymore. It's like you apply, and you either never hear anything back, or the jobs that you do hear back from don't even realistically cover basic living. And at some point, it just kind of starts to feel like, what's the point of doing the same exact thing and expecting a different outcome? I don't really feel like that's us giving up. It's more so people just realizing that something isn't really working anymore.
I just got denied from Walmart. I applied to be one of those goons that runs around and picks up the carts, and I got rejected. I graduated high school with my associate's degree. I was dual enrolled. I'm almost finished with my bachelor's. I've already been accepted to grad school, and I got denied at a job at Walmart. Growing up, every single adult is telling me, go to college, get your education. You will get hired. Those employers, oh my God, they're going to snatch you right up. You get that degree. But now I can't get a job at Walmart. So tell me, am I being fucking pranked right now? Or have we just been lied to this entire time? Because it seems like the job market or the system isn't really working the way that it's supposed to. I don't even know why I'm subjecting myself to this. I don't even want to work at Walmart, bro. I just thought, I'd try and get a real job because everybody's been telling me that's what you should do. Honestly, I might have to go full-time on side shift and just keep making money making TikTok videos for brands because you can't get rejected doing that. If you have a better way to make money, please, I'd love to hear it because I swear trying to get a job right now is just a straight humiliation ritual.
They're destroying the job market. The job market is about to collapse. Y'all know that. And the reason why the job market is about to collapse is because they don't value the employee no more. And then it's becoming hard to find a job. And people are becoming very frustrated. They're starting to state that they really don't believe nobody is hiring. All these job postings, they feel like it's gotta be fake. They've been having the same postings for this long, and nobody never got a job. And then half of the time, millions are starting to feel like you gotta lie on your application because you're too qualified. Now make that make sense. If you're too qualified for the job and you see somebody out there struggling and they trying to find a job, why not help them? And then it's like you fill out countless applications all the time. Each and every time. They always notify you just to tell you that you didn't get the job or put you through 3 and 4 interviews. And some companies don't even notify you. And then it's like you put all your information out there, your social, everything, and it's just floating around. And it don't make sense. They should do all that after you get the job. And I guess they're going to say it's all part of running your background, you know. They can't really look at your background, really, if they don't have your social, you know. They can't run a background check. And some jobs, even though it's sad, they don't want to take some people based on their past. And I know you're supposed to let the past go, but sometimes people past never leave them. Even though you're trying to change and evolve, and it's sad. And that's why people are just lying now. And I know a lot of y'all gonna say, why lie on your application when they gonna find out eventually? Some people done got away where they was working so long after a year. They didn't find out till after a year and fired them. So I guess it depends on how you look at the situation. But it shouldn't take 1,000 applications to find a job. So that's why this job market is cooked. A lot of people just getting fired left and right. Nike laid off a lot of people. Spirit Airlines crashed. And there's more to come. That's the sad part. It's going to get worse. Jobs are starting to become obsolete. And I know that sounds crazy to say that, but just think about it. AI is just taking over everything. It's like they trying to force AI upon you by default. When you calling in customer service, they don't want you to talk to a human no more. They want you to talk to a human less as possible. And that's the thing that doesn't make any sense. They're giving us these things and tools that they think we need by default. And there's nothing that we can do about it. And then on top of that, don't nobody want to give raises no more. You ask for a raise, they act like you speaking a different language that they don't understand. And then the jobs that you're supposed to be qualified for, they want extra. And job security is a myth now. It's a joke. Just when you think that your job is safe and secure, it could be gone within seconds. And that's the sad part. And they don't care. when you got to feed your family? They don't. But in reality, the sad part is that they don't have to care. It's just business. And I know that's where a lot of people go wrong at. They take everything personal. In this situation, you became too attached, working your job, dedicating your time, spending your time for money, not realizing that time is the most valuable currency that you can't get back. You've been putting your whole life into this job. And then you're lucky to have a job, is what they say. You done got so comfortable, you're not even thinking about another way. And people have been unemployed for so long, it's starting to frustrate them. But then they start to get used to it. They start to just think like, I ain't had a job in a long time, and I'm not stressed no more. No more meetings with a supervisor just scheduling for you just to tell you about something that you didn't do. No more none of that. No more supervisors trying to pick on you. Your stress levels is not high no more. And that's the sad part. The majority of the people who's working, that's where their stress level came from. That job. I know it's sad to say, but this is reality. That's why the job market is cooked. They don't want to pay. They're not valuing their employees. And a lot of people are just quitting their jobs. They stress. They tired of just dealing with the same thing over and over. And people are starting to wonder, who came up with this working 40 hours a week? Who made that? And some companies don't even want to pay a pension no more. So it's like, if you're not preparing yourself for the future, you're going to be stuck right where they want you because you're so focused on right now. That's how they always distract you. So if you understand this and you've been experiencing this, let me know how you feel. Leave it in the comments. Something's got to change. If it don't change no time soon, we more cooked than we thought. And that's my take on the situation. I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Peace.